Hey, people, tell us what in the sport made you laugh hardest this weekend. It is a segment we call What Made You Laugh This Weekend. Ha, ha, ha.
Funniest thing from the sports weekend is presented by our friends at CBD MD.
Incidentally, we appreciate your patience that you did not get a live television show today on YouTube. We are upgrading the facilities around here with camera equipment, and Tony and Luis setting up a video department so that very soon we will be able to bring you better video, more often. So just bear with us. It is a painstaking process. Tony, please tell us, what was the funniest thing from the sports weekend?
Dan, I feel for all my follically challenged people, but James Brown's Beijing over the weekend has not been good. And I'm team Stop the Shave, obviously. Thank you, Mike Ryan. Shout out to you. But that Beijing was not it, brother.
Okay, I don't know why you had to announce yourself as Stop the Shave
I appreciate
adjacent.
your support.
Yeah.
And we're being silent.
It's very split.
Very split.
Yeah, I
they
just
won't
need
even
people
let
to
me
know
get
that.
to my dossier.
I wanted to make fun of James Brown and the Beijing with Dominique Foxworth, and he retaliated with, he's a family friend. We've known him for a long time. He looks lovely. Chris Cody, what was the funniest thing from the sports weekend?
The win probabilities fluctuating at the end of the Bills-Chiefs game. It was just like 96% chance to win. Oh, now the other team has a 96% chance to win.
Whittingham, what was the funniest thing from the sports weekend?
Antonio Brown going from wishing Tom Brady luck to then dunking on the Bucks for losing.
Guillermo, what was the funniest thing from the sports weekend?
Robbie Gould taking warm-up kicks as the Packers players are introduced and running right in front of him.
He pronounces it gold.
Fine.
I pronounce it Gould.
Very Stugotz of you. Jessica, what was the funniest thing from the sports weekend?
I was going to say the Robbie Gould one, and then I was thinking,
Gould.
someone else is going to have it first. So then
That's a
mine
fine.
was, first it was Aaron Rodgers losing, and then it was Tom Brady losing. So both of those things. Just seeing people I dislike losing was funny to me. A hater.
So Tom Brady has not at any point gotten your begrudging respect where
No! Screw that guy.
What?
The Steelers would have like 6 more Super Bowls if he didn't exist.
I see, you're right.
I'm an AFC fan.
Wait a minute. Peyton Manning was there, too.
You don't just like begrudgingly start liking people just because. Like what?
Billy's
How does
so
that
right.
work? I'm a hater.
Billy's so right, though. The person who lost the most because of Brady's presence was Peyton, not Ben.
I thought I
You
got
don't have
there.
to compare.
I thought I got there once Brady won a 7th Super Bowl. But every time I see him down by 24 points, it's like an instinct. You can't help it. And then it's like, I just desperately hope that you lose. And then he comes back. It's like, it's really going to happen again. Like, I got my hopes up for the 20th consecutive year.
you didn't have any previous PTSD where you didn't dare do a which is dead thing because you knew that more than anyone in the league, he's going to kick open the coffin.
But the thing is that like they were just getting so outplayed, like physically manhandled. Like the Bucks have one of the best offensive lines. They don't let teams run on them. And the Rams physically manhandled. I just thought it was like, it's not their day. Like they're getting so horribly outplayed here. And then still he manages to come back.
I found stunning that I did not expect before the game Saturday night to find myself in the position for the first time in my life watching Aaron Rodgers play and not wanting him to win.
Crazy.
That it surprised me that it snuck up on me is what I'm saying. I wasn't expecting what happened at the end of that game where a blocked punt, Stugotz,
Yep.
does him in. Mike Ryan, what do you have there?
Dossier time?
No dossier.
Jesus Christ.
No, the dossier. No.
How convenient that I'm
Okay.
being silenced
We will
yet
get.
again.
What is the funniest thing from the sports weekend? It is not time for the
Jason
dossier.
Statham supports me publicly, and all of a sudden you want
That
to
looked
quiet
like
my
Jason
voice.
Statham, but
He's a very good friend of mine.
What do you mean? He's a
Very
good
good.
friend of mine. I went to a concert with him.
Well, then you should also be Team Stop the Shave. Let's go with the glow up that Matt LaFleur has had. I had no idea he looked like that in Washington. It's get yourself a barber and some LASIK, and you too can have that glow up.
And better fitting khaki pants.
Yeah.
And shirt as well.
Taylor, look at that. It's like a she's all that type of glow up from Matt LaFleur. He had glasses and baggy clothes, and all of a sudden we didn't think he was an absolute dish.
the Washington coaching staff before hiring Jay Gruden had Shanahan, LaFleur, and McVay on it. Stugotz.
How'd they not win?
How does Bomani still not apologize for that coaching staff failing Robert Griffin III?
That's not the Jay Gruden coaching tree, correct? That was the people that were on the staff before Jay Gruden got there.
That was the
You have to give him
Shanahan.
credit. I still think you have to give Jay Gruden credit for
You
that.
have to.
tree.
It's
Yes.
his tree. It's his tree. It's his tree.
It's Mike Shanahan's tree, I think,
It
what
is
Mike
Shanahan.
was. But then Jay Gruden came in and developed those coaches. So
Can you have a great coaching tree if you're not a great coach?
it's a good question.
Wait, is Jay Gruden getting more credit for Kyle Shanahan than Mike Shanahan is, his actual father?
Stugotz, what was the funniest thing from the sports weekend?
Indomitian Sue, of all people, Dan, complaining about being kicked. I mean, seriously. Oh, the tables have turned.
They have turned.
He was mad.
He was just terrifying. I don't think anyone had a scarier moment this weekend than Matt Stafford when that ball went skidding past him and he realized that the Bucs were chasing him. I'm gonna go the jump shot that Russell Westbrook put up in a game that hit the top of the backboard. That ESPN.
I'm going to need you to clarify.
Did you see it, Stugotz?
I did.
hit
It
the
was
top-
terrible.
it hit-
Honestly, I'm going to need you to clarify.
Come on,
Even if
it-
it was
the-
just last week,
it
I'm going
was
to need
No,
you to
Mike,
clarify.
even by his standards, this
it was the
this
one
was
that
bad.
hit the top of the
Yeah.
backboard that ESPN put out, and then ESPN deleted. The Sports Center, for some reason, what happened there? They don't like to make fun of athletes, even when the athletes bring it upon themselves by taking a mid-range jumper that hits the top of the
The
backboard.
Lakers have a history of reaching out to ESPN when there's something they don't like, as you may well know.
It was against the Magic on Friday night, a game that the Lakers still won.
It was confusing to see how anybody who does that was Philip Seymour Hoffman, and along came Paulie. Like that shot doesn't make any sense coming out of the hands of Russell Westbrook, even though he's an inefficient shooter.
We've said that he's one of the greatest athletes we've ever seen. How does he look so bad at playing basketball sometimes? Like, how is it possible?
Well, we did say that wasn't going to age well. Once you're not more athletic than everybody else by leaps and bounds, and you're an inefficient shooter, we did say that wouldn't age well. We're in the middle of it not aging well. We're toward the end of it not aging well.
Speaking of aging well, my good friend Dean Blandino weighed in on the whole stop the shave thing, and you have to respect
Oh,
his
for the
final
love
ruling.
of God. No, we don't have to respect
Stop
him.
the shave. That is platinum recording artist. I just made that up. Tezonde. Stop the shave. Dossier time?
No dossier.
Lamestream Media. Back at